Good morning, good morning. So I have somebody in general, the general energy of this reading, we're gonna start from the end, is that somebody's getting out from the hangman position. So somebody is actually starting to take the moves. We have an Eight of Swords in reverse, and we have the King of Pentacles. Somebody is getting out from his head. I think there has been a shift, and this King of Pentacles sees you as an empress. Like, if you think that this masculine sees you as an empress, as a total empress, magnetic, abundant, he wants to protect you. He's getting out of his ways. There is in his life, I see this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and there's going to be a little bit different for different people in this collective. For once, there was a person in his past that gave him a lot of burdens, and he's like getting rid of those burdens. It cost him a lot of strength to get rid of this burden. For some reason, I see her, she was a burden, and it cost him a lot of strength to release that burden. And she either is still in his life, either she was, and she cost him that, that view on the feminine. So he needed to take more time because to really see, are you that empress? Are you really different than, you see this like, there's like no other woman in his life with the energy that you carry, the way you communicate, the way you are coming forward, the way you lead your life. You see, this feminine has a so strong, like toxic energy. She was emotionally imbalanced. Look, there's a huge difference. This is the energy of women that he's used to, and this is the energy that you've been always presenting. And that energy of yours, like being more this magnetic, feminine, communicative, respectful, you can control your emotions, you can control your, you don't have a verbal diarrhea expressing all of you kind of discern first. So yeah, so you need to understand how much strength it cost him to lose this burden, because that person was not only like unstable, but she was always also toxic and bounded. He was bounded by her. Okay, and I think there's also a movement, because I see the Knight of Swords, that I think he's like rushing to tell you this truth, that he's not used to receiving this emotional stability. It cost him a lot of sleepless nights that he's overcoming now. And it looks like somebody's rushing to tell you the story of having issues with receiving and giving the emotion stability, being like that caused him that he was guarded, and he was in this constrained position, that he was like holding himself back because he was just afraid to open up emotionally. And I think he's going forwards to tell you, or maybe he's gonna contact with you in 5D, but it looks like with this Hanged Man in reverse, it looks like he's preparing to come forward communicate with you, and to tell you about his sleepless nights that he's had, how much it cost him to overcome it. With this equal give and receive emotion, that was like, this cost him like, okay, I'm gonna hold my position, and he's still trying to hold his position, but he's overcoming this Nine of Swords, like a sleepless night and a heartache. He's kind of getting out from his head, what is like the most important, getting out from this misery and sleepless nights. And it looks like he will want to tell you about this, because he know that you deserve the truth. There's, again, we have the Queen of Swords here, healing a heart. Oh no, sorry, that's a different, no, that's not like this. You're the Queen of Swords and you deserve to know the truth. So he's like rushing, but there is still like, he's not showing in the King energy yet. First of all, there's a movement, and he's gonna do it little by little because he knows you deserve the truth. However, There's not going to be a new beginning yet. There's just going to be a slow movement because he's healing his heart, so he's coming forward, but it doesn't look like it's a new beginning yet. There's going to be a new beginning when he's going to show up in the Emperor role, if that makes sense. That is still very, this Fool in reverse with this Knight of Pentacles in reverse gives me the vibe that there's almost like a certain slow movement forward after healing his heart. So he needs to heal his heart, but it's still very unsettled. Even though his heart seemed to be healed and beating for you, that's what I hear in my head, is that is not yet a new beginning. Okay, that even though he will start to communicate with you, that's not going to be the beginning of a relationship. He's not going to say to you and ask for exclusivity. He's not going to come to you and say, let's be a boyfriend and a girlfriend. But there's going to be a movement, and it's going to be slow because he's growing into this Emperor role. He also thinks that he needs to work on himself to because he knows his shortcomings. He knows his shortcomings. He knows that he's just learning to be the Knight of Swords when you're the Queen of Swords. When you have a guts to communicate, when you have a guts to be vulnerable, to say the difficult truths, to admit when something is off for you, to ask for what you need. So that's why he's so awe. Because you're this Empress, like he puts you on the pedestal. So he knows, like now when it comes to the communication and talking and expressing and making a decisions, you're in the Queen of Swords energy, he's in the Knight of Swords, and he knows it. He's rushing to change it, but he knows that you deserve the Emperor to match you, you know? That's why that's the Fool card is in reverse, because he needs to grow up to the role of Emperor to match you with. And there's a lot of communication that wants to come through. The truth wants to come through. So yeah. Receptivity, learning to receive. I think learning to receive is another lesson, and also a lesson for you, because I have it from him when it comes to the lessons. From his side, learning to receive. From your side, also learn to express your needs in this Queen of Swords energy, you know, because we can act like a brat and like you should do this, and it's a very masculine energy. But asking men for what you need from the feminine energy differs to asking men for what you need from masculine. If you do it from the feminine energy, you will receive completely different outcomes. And I'm not saying that you will always have all your needs met, because let's not forget that sometimes men cannot just provide what you need, and it's not only about finances. And it's like the biggest ache for a man, not being able to provide for you what you actually need. And I think that at this moment, that's what he feels, that he cannot provide and he cannot give you everything that you need. This particular moment, he doesn't feel like he can provide for you and show up for you the way you need it. So I think that's the lesson. Yeah, we talk about it when it comes to how to express your needs, how to show up in a relationship with a masculine man from your feminine side, because you need to have a polarity, and then also discerning, because every situation, everybody's different, your masculine is different. So there's like a general framework on how to show up for yourself in this Empress energy, in this asking for what you need from the Queen of Swords energy. That's what we're doing in the Safe and Secure in Love. I called it Empress cheat code, Safe and Secure in Love. So you have a link in bio to sign up. What else I wanted to say? Oh, maybe I'm gonna do like a special giveaway with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna prepare it. I'll talk about it in the stories. What I wanted to say that, yeah, in general, this person is tired from having sleepless nights. Love you.